Hello there. It's me again, the bomb, in case you forgot. And I'm coming at you guys with a pervert. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I can't speak. That's something you'll learn about me too. Anyway, but I'm coming at you with a public service announcement about when you go out to eat at a restaurant. Now, let's start this whole thing off by, if you don't have money, don't come out to eat. Okay? Don't. If you don't have money to tip, don't come out to eat. Okay. Now, generally, if your service was horrible, you give 10%. Horrible, I mean awful, like you hated them. Okay. So that's one. But if you go up to about 15%, that means you weren't fully impressed with them at all. Now, I think that some people don't get that, and they don't understand tipping, and they don't understand that waitresses make $2.13 an hour. So us spending our time with you is how we get paid. It's how we pay our bills. It's how some of us take care of our children, if you have children. You know, so 20% is a good tip. That means you were satisfied with everything and it was great. But don't tell somebody you are going to hook them up and then give them $10 on a $100 check. That's never going to work. That's not a hookup. To some people they feel like it is. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. Okay, I'm telling you right now that you are wrong. Don't tip somebody $10 on a $100 check. It's just rude. Okay, another thing is, there's some things that people don't think about when they sit down to eat. Now, if you're going to sit down to eat and you're done eating and then you continue to stay there for hours or even just 1 hour longer than after you're done eating, then you should probably tip extra because you sat there and you kept them from making more money by taking up one of their tables. Every server has a limited amount of tables that they have. Now, depending on the restaurant, it can range from anywhere from 3 tables all the way up to like 18 tables. It really depends on where you work. But most places, it's going to be somewhere between like 4 and 6. 4 and 6 tables. So if you sit there for an hour longer, you're basically taking up a 1/6 of the money that they could have been making if you would have just got up, left, and they would have set somebody else there. Now, especially if you leave a bad tip. If you leave a bad tip, get up and go home. That's serious. Get up and leave. Don't be rude. It's rude is what it is. I don't think anybody understands how rude it is. It really bothers your server, I promise. Okay, now, so if you sit there for hours, that's including games and everything. So if you're sitting there for a freaking game and you just stop ordering, that's making your server a little mad. They're going to be nice to you because that's our job, to be nice to you and to get you what you want. And that is what they should be doing. If you have a server that is not being nice to you and not getting you what you want, then you have a problem, and then you should let them know. Okay, but if you run them to death, like every time they come back to the table, one person, just one, needs something. Just one thing. Oh, can I get a ranch? Does anybody else need anything while I'm here? Nobody answers. So you leave. You get the ranch. You come back, oh, I'm sorry, I needed a ranch too. I get that maybe you weren't listening, but you should always still understand how many times you send them back and forth from the kitchen, and also realize that you're not their only table. Now, with a lot of large parties, and I'm talking 8 or more people, they tend to think that that they are the only one that you are taking care of. That is probably not true. Maybe if there's about 20 of you guys, that's the only thing that server's taking care of. But for the most part, they're probably still taking other tables. So, please, don't be rude. Don't run your server over and over again. Don't, you know what you do. Don't like suck your drink down after they just came over with the water pitcher and asked if you need a refill and so you said no, and then when they come back like, oh yeah, can I get some more water when you get the chance? Guys, come on, are you serious? Like, you gotta have consideration for other people. We're just trying to do our jobs and we're trying to be good at it, but the only way we can be good at it is if you let us know what you need, and it's a lot easier if you guys let us know what you need all at one time. So if you're running your server back and forth, you should probably tip a little bit more. Okay. And then, I think I only have one more point unless I just continue to ramble. Oh, here it is. I remember. I was trying to think. Okay. If you have one person in your party that's overly rude and you know it, first of all, have a talk with your friend. Let them know that they're being rude, and like, because I think that sometimes people forget that us servers are people. So, if you treat us like badly, we're still a human being, you know? It's still going to bother us. It's going to hurt us. And then people are going to be like, oh, well, you need to grow thick skin. Or, I mean, there's going to be some people who don't care and they just see you as another face of the table, you know? But, like, there's certain people that it bothers. And if you're going to be rude like that, you should at least make up for it in the tip. At the very least. But honestly, what you should be doing is getting whatever person at your party is being rude for no reason to stop. Just stop being rude to your server. Stop nagging them or treating them like they're dumb or something like that, or acting like they're less of a person than you because they're waiting on you. Because that's not true. You're upsetting the shags. Okay? You're upsetting the shags. Crying. You hear him? He's crying because of you. So, that's basically it, you know. If you don't have money to tip, don't come out. Like I said at the beginning, don't come out. Stay home. But if you do have money to tip, come out, enjoy yourself, and don't go out looking for a bad time, because there are people who do that too. They go out looking for a bad time. They look to complain about everything. They want to get everything for free. They want to blame their server, and then sometimes you get a great server, and you still treat your server badly. Don't do that. Don't go out with the intentions of having a bad night. Only go out when you want to have a good night, you want to have good food, you want to have a good time with a great server, then come on out. Because people will take care of you and they will treat you nicely. You can get like great conversation out of people and everything like that. You just have to, you know, be nice, and that's it basically. That's all you gotta do is be nice. We're gonna do our jobs. So it's like, if once you make your server mad though, yeah, they'll probably start to neglect you because they know what's happening already. So just remember to tip your server.